continues tomorrow for two former child welfare workers who managed the case of a 5-year-old boy killed by his parents. AJ Friend was found buried in a shallow grave 4 years ago. His parents both convicted in his murder.
WGN's Dana Rebick here with details on today's proceedings. Dana.
Well, today we only heard from one witness. She was on the stand at the end of the day yesterday. Her name is Carol Ruzicka. She's a retired DCFS area administrator and is a state expert for the prosecution. McHenry County State's Attorney Patrick Keneally spending most of the day walking through the DCFS procedures they say the caseworker and manager on trial failed to complete.
Was Cunningham in custody at the time that she was interviewed by defendant Acosta?
She was.
Okay, was this section complied with?
No.
Did defendant Acosta ever seek permission based on your review of the C sequence to obtain Cunningham's mental health or substance abuse records?
No.
Required procedures, the state says former DCFS caseworker Carlos Acosta and his supervisor Andrew Polovin failed to complete when investigating allegations of child abuse and neglect in December 2018. A Crystal Lake police officer saw a large bruise on 5-year-old AJ Friend's torso after his mother, Joanne Cunningham, called to report her medication stolen. The boy saying at first it came from the family dog's paw, later telling an ER doctor it was from a belt and that, quote, maybe mommy didn't mean to hurt me.
Did defendant Acosta ever ask AJ to demonstrate how the dog caused the injury?
No.
Did he appear to ask him how hard the dog had hit him?
Nope.
Should he have?
Yep. Yes.
Did it appear as though defendant Acosta explored other possible explanations for the injury with AJ?
No.
Should he have?
Yes.
But the existence of a bruise in a vacuum doesn't support the taking of protective custody. Is that right?
In and of itself, no.
Acosta's defense attorney arguing her client shouldn't be held criminally liable, that he already faced disciplinary action, DCFS firing him and Polovin after the boy's parents, Joanne Cunningham and Andrew Friend, killed and buried AJ in April 2019.
You would agree that there's nothing in the procedures that provides that a violation of a required investigative step results in criminal charges, correct?
The state disagrees, feeling the men ignored multiple red flags that directly led to AJ's death by failing to access Cunningham's previous DCFS contacts, police reports, as well as medical records that showed a pattern of drug abuse, domestic violence, and mental health issues, and should have at a minimum referred the family for what's called intact services.
Anger management, if it means parenting, if it means counseling. In Ms. Cunningham's case, with the mental health issues and stuff, there's many probably professionals that would have been involved.
In your opinion, with the services that you've discussed, would that have been sufficient to prevent ongoing abuse of AJ into 2019?
I believe so.
Those intact services and the providers she mentioned there typically will visit a family weekly for between 6 to 12 months, and they can also refer cases to the state's attorney's office for intervention as well. But again, that particular step was not taken. AJ's parents, as we know, are both in prison, convicted of his murder, and we expect this particular bench trial to last through the rest of the week.
It's just so hard seeing the images of this little boy again. What we know was the final outcome.
Yeah, I think it's haunted people for many years since this happened.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dana.